Hey there, this is Fred of Just One More Rock. I'm here today with my oldest child, River, and they're coming along with me to Fort Stevens State Park to hound some of those Clatsop Spit rocks. You know, that 8,500-year-old glacial till rock that made it down the Columbia and placed itself here so that we get to have some fun today? Yeah, well, that's what we're going to be going through today, and hopefully find some beauties. Let's go! Alright, so River's been farther down the beach than I have, and they want me to get to the big banks further down, so we're going to do that. But I happen to see one of these, and since I'm about ready to cut one at home for one of my next videos, I'm going to grab this, and if the last one's fire, then this one will be another nice one too. Alright, let's take it. Alright, so River says, let's keep going. Ignore all of this, which is really tough, but we're trying to do it. Well, I almost ignored everything, but this little piece of red jasper looks like it could take to a nice polish. So that's going in the bucket. Don't know what that is yet, but River just pulled out that nice slab of green. That's cool. Rinse that off and check that out at home. Well, I have a couple here I'm going to pull out of the sands just to check them out, and I don't know if I'm taking them, but I'm pulling them out. So what do we got here besides that little smiley face? Actually, there's some nice colors going on in there. So yeah, that one has to go. What about this one? Looks like it could have some interesting things, but that one's staying. And I thought I saw one peeking back here that was a little silly. What do we got here? Oh, sorry, I missed the camera. Looks a little bit like a piece of granite. Alright, so River came up on this one, and this is a lot like the one that we cut from the last strip. You guys all really like that. That was the last cut of the batch in a video that I will link in the description. But my point being is some of these look just a little bit different than all the other sugar agates. They're more compact, less crystalline, and I would actually call them official agates. Now, I'm going to come back to you in a little bit and explain more as I find more of these, and you'll get the story behind it. Alright, let's check out this little beast of an agate. I think it's going to be an agate. It looks like it's got that outside skin that's nice. What is that? Conchoidal fractures, I believe is what they call it. I'm going to hit that with a little bit of spray, see if it says anything to us. If we should get it out of the ground. Yeah, I think we should get that out of the ground. Oh, what a monster. Wow. Let's see what we got on the backside there. I don't know. Do we take it? It's kind of heavy. Well, it would be hard for me to ever cut this, so I might just leave it. As much as I like the outside and the potential inside could be great, that's heavy too, so it stays. So I was watching Currently Rockhounding, and they were searching for CBAs, Columbia Basin Agates, on a road called Fur Road, I believe. And the material that they were pulling out and the way that that wall looked reminded me much of this. So I started doing some research, and I believe there could be Columbia Basin Agates here. Now, they're not Columbia Basin Agates because they're not found in the Columbia Basin, but I'm coining a term right now. I think we're going to call them CSAs. Clatsop Spit Agates. Yep, CSAs. I think there's going to be some magnificent pieces that come out of here in time. CBAs are really tough to find, and I believe CSAs will be just as hard or harder, but I have this feeling that they're here. So let's go look for some. So this looks like a nice piece right here. Let's see what that's all about. Ooh, there could be some good stuff there. Let's go get that rinsed off. Well, I don't exactly know what's going on there. Probably more like a sugar agate. But I think that this little flat space is giving me enough curiosity that it might be worth a cut. So for now, it's going to go in the bucket. Maybe get dumped if I find more. Let's go. Alright, I'm going to grab a few things out of here. I'm going to hit that one because I see some striping in it. Hit that because that's a nice dark deep. and maybe even that little nodule right there, just because it looks so pure. Let me hit them, rinse them, get back to you. All right, well, this is what we ended up with. This does have some like layering, some maybe waterline banding of some sort in a probably quartzite sugar agate, leaving that. This was nice and solid piece, but I'm gonna leave that. Kind of interested in that because we got some inclusions that are kind of showing through the outside on both sides, so I want to see what's in the middle. Plus, I like that deep color. All right, let's move on. Here's a few River just found. They don't care which ones I keep and which ones I let go, so that one's going. And the inclusions in this one are kind of crazy, so I might throw a cut. And I love the deep brown in that. This is pretty fire orange too, so I might throw those in the bucket and see what happens when they get home. All right, I love these rocks that have little exposed pieces because you never know what's going to be inside when you cut them. Is it just a conglomerate with a few little chunks, or is there something amazing inside? We'll have to find out. Let's see what we have here. It looks like a little bit of green and red swirled in there. Oh, that could actually be some nice jasper. All right, yeah. That's a pretty little piece. Let's go. All right, let's wet this one. That looks really red and orange. All right, let's check this guy out. Have anything going on there worth keeping? Some pretty color, but what am I going to do with that? I think I'm going to leave it for someone else. All right, we got another one of these with those interesting lines. I'll learn what that's called, and then I can use its proper name. But for now, we're going to take it and end up cutting them. All right, I got a couple conglomerates here. Never know what they look like on the inside, so we're going to get them. That one I found. This one, River found. That's funky. Someone even left a colorful treat out there for the eyes. It says, hi, you. All right, I kind of like this green, so let's hit that one. Oh, look, it has a little bit of red and orange in that, too. What do we got here? Oh. Wow. Holy smokes. Did you see all that color? Woo. I think that's a jasper that I'm not getting in focus. All right, let's get that home and get that polished up. I don't know why I'm curious about this one, but I think I'm going to take it. Usually the pits turn me off, but for some reason, I'm kind of curious of how that's going to go through. I'll have to get that home, cut it up. Let's hit this one with water. What's going on here? Some nice layering. Feels like it'd be a soft rock, so I'm just gonna let it go and let someone else appreciate it. Well, the green in a couple of these right here are calling. Oh, might be a little bit bigger than I thought. Maybe not. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's some pretty stuff in there. Get that sprayed up, we'd really see it. Is there another one right next to it? No, but check this one out. Oh yeah, good greens out here. Let's go. Here's one that I'm pretty sure is going to be a beauty while it's cut. A lot of nice stuff going on in there. Nice little green-white piece. Kind of collecting some of these because one of my viewers mentioned something about one looking like it was a snowy Christmas tree. So I might try to carve out more of those this season. I sure hope these things turn out to be something because I've been starting to collect them. I want to know what they're called. I have to do some research. Well, you guys are going to have to fire me because I was stopping for this pretty banded thing as my just one more rock. And, wow, it's bigger than I thought it was. But then, look at this red beauty. So, these are my just one more rocks. Does that work? It'll have to. All right. All right, back home. We'll inspect them. River had to run off and go do their theater thing. So, I'll take a look. There's probably some crossover here. Two buckets that look exactly the same. No big deal. But mostly the ones on the bottom are mine, and the ones on the top were River's. There's some really neat pieces. although it's hard to see in the dark. I think we're gonna cut some and or polish some and get back into the studio and do some reveals. Let's get to it. All right, if you can believe it, we're gonna talk about 19 rocks. I'm gonna start with this one because it's the only one I didn't cut. I really don't know what's going on there, so if anyone knows, throw it in the comments. It's kind of like a very layered, kind of a, I don't know, sounds like shale to me. And there's a bunch of tiny little crystals that I hope to be able to pick up on a handheld magnifier that my camera may or may not pick up. All of this green spots, yeah, tiny crystals. All right, any ideas? Hit them in the comments. Looking forward to it. Well, I was hoping you were going to get more out of this, but with the 10-time magnifier and a piece of equipment that is not intended for a camera, this is all we get. But through my eyes, I see a bunch of well-defined tiny green crystals. It's quite beautiful. All right, 18 rocks. Don't want to take too long. Hopefully I can make it short and sweet, and let's just check out the beauties, see what we got. This one's split here naturally, but we're going to find out what we got here. Boom. Oh, okay. A lot of pitting like I expected. This is that one that I was interested in, even though I normally don't pick up ones this pitted. But yeah, it's okay. You might see little flecks of red paint that are coming off from my brand new saw blade in some of these, but that's all that is. All right, let's move on. All right, and these come in no particular order as normal. I love the red and green we had in this. So let's see if we got anything nice. 1, 2, 3, boom. Oh yeah, look it, 'tis the season. Feels a little bit like Christmas, doesn't it? Wow, besides my bad cut, that's some nice red in there. Ooh, that's a pretty piece. I'm loving that. All right. All right, I mentioned wanting to cut further into these, and I did. These are all the new exposed surfaces. Very nice with that red, white, and green. Even the little end piece here. Look how deep that splash is. Nice. Very cool. Oh yeah, you didn't see that side. That's just the nub. And you had already seen that side. But that side is what made me want to cut further. Awesome little pieces. All right, these are one of these ones that I have no expectations, but highly hopeful, just because the way that red's popping everywhere through there. What if the inside's just flaming red? That'd be just sick. But let's check it. Boom. Oh, oh man. All right. Well, the red you can see is around the edge, which is why we were getting that on the outside. Inside, black. It's got some weird sort of pattern in there, but I don't know. I think that's as far as this one's going. All right, anything here? Let's see. Boom. Ooh, what's that? Brecciated butterscotch? No, I don't know if that even be considered brecciated, but look at that. I love it. Such a mild, soft color. It's very smooth, so all of that's very cemented. It's usable material. Next. Look at that dark color. What do we have? See a little bit of light in there too. Anything, anything, anything? Boom. Whoa. That's nice. That's pretty. Even though it's a little bit chaotic, it's still nice. I think. Look at all the different lines and the different directions these are running. Minerals went crazy in this rock. All right, all right. Here's a little one with the potential for some beauty in it. But you never know until you open. Boom. All right. Yeah. Again, the colors are beautiful. It is a crazy mix of minerals in there. Unfortunately, there's some pitting right there. It'd be nice if that was solid. That might ruin my opportunity to do anything with it because it's not thick, but it was still pretty. Maybe the outside was prettier than the inside. I don't know. It's attractive out there. All right. And I have this feeling I'm going to still cut through it a couple more times because it's a big piece as far as that goes. and I just barely hit one or two of those little nodules. So unless it's a museum piece right now, I'm cutting into it again. Let's go. Boom! Whoa! That is quite a little mix. Yeah, and see, I just barely hit a piece that was in the center. I want to know what's deeper in that. But that's some pretty green. All right. I just said I wasn't going to get stuck on them, did I? Let's go. And I tried to get further into this piece. Hit a couple of those little, I guess, chalcedony pieces or whatever they were. But they just popped right out. Inside was left with this. It is pretty. But I didn't find anything extra amazing by cutting it further. You win some, you lose some. Alright, not gonna lie, when I found this one out on the beach, I was like, what? Look at the green, look at the red. But it was a thin piece, so I don't know if I caught any of it or if it's gonna be worth it, but we're gonna check it out. 1, 2, 3, boom! Whoa! A beauty! Look at that! Wow! I'm loving it. Man, I wish it was a bigger piece. Allow me to do more with it. Wow, I love it. Cool. All right, let's see who's next. This one had little spots of red. I tried to get through that. That's mostly why I went off to the side on this one. Otherwise, I would have centered. But let's check it out. Boom. Yeah. Wow. Look at the way that's layered in there. Actually, do we have any agate banding in that? Oh, it's really hard to tell. I'll have to look with my eyes, not through the lens. Wow. Color mix is nice. Too bad that it's left with fracture and pits in that. Otherwise, the color is beautiful. All right. You might remember that one from the beach. I told you I definitely wanted to cut that because we had some windows showing. It's beautiful color from the outside. Tone. Let's go. Let's check it inside. Whoa. That is really pretty. Wow, we got a little splash of red right in there too. I think that I can do something with that. Some nice little pendants. Little pieces of, what, potato chips? How funny. But they look nice. I like it. All right, this is a pretty one. From the outside, it kind of has that CSA look that I was looking for, but I don't know. It kind of has more of a quartzite skin, so let's open it up and see what we got. Whoa, pretty stuff. Lots of speckles. And I don't know. I'd have to look at it under the magnifier, but from my eye now, it seems more of a sugar agate. It looks like there's some microcrystalline in there. Not just a really tight, solid stone. I mean, it's solid, but you know what I mean, if you know what I mean. Okay, I see it with my eyes when I look through the magnifier, but let's see if the camera picks it up. So as I move across the surface, if you can see, it looks, as I'm saying, more crystalline. There's a lot of little reflection pieces because there's little angles to tiny little crystals. And that's what I mean, it's not as dense. Let's check out the other one. Alright, I'm going to do this one back to back because it was much like the one we just looked at. And see if there's much difference. Let's check it out. Boom. Whoa. That is a really beautiful color and pattern. Very smoky. Now, when I'm looking at it, I don't know if you can tell. And sometimes it has just a feeling. But this stone feels more dense. And at some point in time, I might have to get a Mohs tester so I can start scratching stuff. But at this point, I feel like this is closer to the CSA thing that I'm looking for, but still didn't hit it. It's a beautiful piece, though, and I could slab this lots of times and do some nice things with it. All right, let's move on. So it may be subtle, but comparatively, as I'm running the surface of this rock, there's a lot less reflection coming from it because this one has less formed crystals. So this is finer, but still not as dense as what I would consider a full true agate, one that would have banding and all of that. So this still might be a transitional piece between a quartzite and an actual agate. All right, let's check this one out. The greens were going crazy out there, so we picked up a few of those. Let's see what we got in this one. Bam! Oh yeah, it broke out there. I remember feeling that. But look, actually, there's little agates in there. Yeah, all right. I don't know if you're really picking that up, but yeah, there's a little bit of banding in that. Well, that's cool. Very pretty green, too. I love it. Let's go. All right, check out this little one that Riv found. It's really cool. I wanted to cut it right through here, but I was afraid if there was something neat in the inside, I would have messed it up. Look at the way it's fractured and filled in with this dark material. I have no idea what's going on here. Let's check it out. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Boom. Whoa. Another one. What's really cool is that this is dark, but then the fracture is filled with even a darker material. Little black lightning right there. Too bad there wasn't a lot of that going through there. Then it'd be really neat. Oh well. Can't get them all. That's neat though. Maybe I'll just sit that like that. And more green, yellows. Look at that. That's beautiful on the outside. Ooh, got a little sneak peek there. What do we got? And see, there's little windows of chalcedony or agate in there. It's hard to tell if it's banded. Maybe we get something cool on the inside. Check it. Boom. Oh, that is pretty. Man, there's a lot of, I guess a lot of these would be brecciated. Jasper's probably. Oh, look at the speckles on the ends. Wow, that is neat. Really neat. Oh, man, I wish more of it was those little spots. That's okay. I can do something with these. Let's go. All right, we're down to the last few. And look at the color in this one. There's some, almost looks like it's translucent. I can't really tell. Maybe not. But it's some really deep colored material. Flint or, I don't know, it's like dark brown black. Anyways, you see it now. Let's see what's in the inside. Boom. Whoa. I love it. Oh, that looks like fire in there. I don't mean fire like when I say things are fire. I mean it looks like fire. Flames. Heat. Scalding. Wow, I love it. And that's actually solid material, so maybe someday, some way, I can do something with it. I like it. This thing I thought was cool. I believe this is a river find. And, wow, there's a lot of material there. So did I hit anything? Did I miss everything? I don't know. Let's check it. Boom. Whoa! That is gorgeous. Wow. Sorry, the contrast in that and all the, I guess it's not marbling, but wow, it's just really neat. Happy with that. Good job, Riv. All right, I intentionally left this one to the end because if you've looked back at some of my videos, you'll know that I got my hands on some Michigan rocks. Link in the description there too. And this really reminds me of a lightning stone. Someone had commented that they've seen them in Washington. I don't know. So the question is, if I open this up and it looks like a lightning stone, is it same type of material, like calcite running through there? I don't know. And if not, is it just like a brecciated piece? I don't know. I think it's time to find out. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Whoa. Well, I don't think I would call it lightning. I guess, yeah, probably that brecciated material I was talking about. There's green in that too. I did not see the green from the outside. Wow, that is neat. I wonder if it's black light photosensitive. Might have to check that out. Wow, that's a pretty stone. Anyone agree? Either way, whether it was the best one or the worst one, which I don't think it was, I think it was a nice way to end it. All right, guys, take care. Well, thanks for joining me once again. I appreciate it. Me and River had a great time out, and I hope you had a great time watching the show. I'll see you next time. And remember, when you think it's time to go, there's always just one more rock.